What's going on, guys? My name is Kryptonic, and today I'm going to be comparing the NVIDIA GTX 1060 3GB edition versus the NVIDIA GTX 1060 6GB edition. So if you guys do end up enjoying the video, make sure to drop a like on it right now, because I know that you guys are definitely going to enjoy this. But anyways, guys, let's get straight into the video. I own both the 3GB edition and the 6GB edition, and I just upgraded from the 3GB edition, and there are a few reasons why I did that. Now, the main reason why I did that is because the 3GB edition is pushing the line when it comes to playing AAA games like Grand Theft Auto 5. You can tell that there's only like 10 to 15 FPS increase between the 6GB variant and the 3GB variant of the 1060, so it wasn't too much of an increase in FPS, but you could definitely tell that the stuttering wasn't happening. In a few clips you can see the stuttering in the 3GB edition, which I noticed, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's definitely the VRAM being a little too short. And although it says like 100 FPS, sometimes it doesn't feel like 100 FPS. Sometimes it like dips way too low to like the 70s, which isn't that great if you guys are trying to keep an efficient and like smooth FPS going. And with a 1060, you can definitely feel on the 6GB variant at least that it's very smooth and it's not stuttery at all like it is on the 1060 3GB edition. Now, with PlayerUnknown's Battleground, you could definitely tell the stuttering, which kind of sucks because the game itself isn't optimized very well. So, you know, obviously there's going to be some sort of stuttering, but with the 1060 3GB edition, there was stuttering way too often, and it was just kind of annoying because, you know, you're trying to play the game on like high settings or ultra, and on ultra there's a lot of stuttering. On high there isn't too much stuttering, but you can still like spot it every now and then. And with the 1060 6GB edition, you could definitely tell that the game was running perfectly fine on high settings. On ultra there was some stuttering, which wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't as bad as even the stuttering on the high settings on the 3GB edition, and I just think that's because the VRAM that is being used is way too much on PUBG since it's unoptimized. So it's basically making your graphics card work at 100% when in reality it shouldn't be doing that much toward your GPU, which is really annoying for the game. But I mean, it's early access, so what can you do about it? Now, I did test these graphics cards out on other games, not only PUBG or GTA 5, I also tested this on Counter-Strike, and on Counter-Strike, I'm happy to tell you guys that there is no stuttering at all, and in general, you're only going to see an FPS boost, but you're not really going to be able to feel it. And it's really cool because CSGO is one of those games that doesn't really require a lot of GPU power, and it's still a really fun game, and overall, it just performed great with both graphics cards. So if you guys are planning to upgrade, then this is definitely a card to go for. Now, the last game I tested is Rocket League, and Rocket League is basically the same thing as Counter-Strike. You guys will see an FPS boost, and it might feel a little bit smoother here and there, but for the most part they're exactly the same besides the FPS, of course. But you're not going to be able to tell the difference unless you're playing on like a 4K monitor where FPS really does matter and stuff like that. But if you guys are playing on a 1080p monitor, you guys will definitely be fine for that. On Rocket League, everything felt perfectly fine, and I was definitely over 100 FPS for the entire game on both graphics cards, and it just overall felt great to game on. That's mainly why I wanted to do this comparison of graphics cards, because I got my 1060 6GB edition for about $280, which is a really good deal, with a free copy of Rocket League, which was a really good bundle in general from Best Buy, and Newegg had the exact same sale, which is really great. And that just means that prices are going down, and you just have to keep an eye out for it and purchase, you know, when you have the money or when you see a really good deal. But in conclusion, guys, both graphics cards are great, and the 1060 3GB is definitely a good graphics card that you guys should consider checking out. But if you guys have the extra money or want to future-proof even just a little bit, the 1060 6GB edition is definitely going to be a little bit better for gaming. And depending on how your setup is, like if you have a 4K monitor and stuff, then you might as well just go for the 6GB just to be future-proof with games that you want to run on like ultra settings and stuff like that. But if you guys are just playing casual games like League of Legends, Dota, Overwatch, Rocket League, and you guys want to have the best performance, 1060 3GB is future proofing that. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like on it. This was a comparison between the NVIDIA GTX 1060 3GB edition and the NVIDIA GTX 1060 6GB edition. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Make sure to check out both graphics cards down below, and I'll see you guys around, and I'm out. Peace, guys.